What's good? What's good, everybody? We're gonna jump right into this. We're just gonna get right at cracking right now. Okay. All right. This is the left off from my last live video. If y'all join me, y'all know what I'm talking about. We was talking about the Epstein files and everybody that was on the list. So one person struck me, and this really hit home. And that person is Stephen Hawkins. Yeah, that's right. Y'all heard me right. Stephen Hawkins. Now, if y'all don't know who Stephen Hawkins is, y'all can look him up, right? He paralyzed. He can't move, right? And he was on Epstein Island getting the works done. We talking about the works from many women. We ain't talking about grown prostitutes and nothing like that. We talking about by young girls. Yeah, y'all get your popcorn ready because this is wild, y'all. This is wild. This is real wild. And when I heard that Stephen Hawkins was on the list, this baffled me. Like, hold on, y'all. Let me, I can't even see who in this room right now. Give me a second. But when I heard that Stephen Hawkins was in the room, nah, forget that. We ain't got to know that. Excuse me, y'all, for a second. But when I heard Stephen Hawkins was on the list, this right here was like, I was so baffled that Stephen Hawkins was on the list. This is how I know it's being controlled. Now, y'all want to talk about some Diddy stuff and some R. Kelly stuff. We're going to get right to the nitty gritty and we're going to expose tonight. Right. I'm going to set this live off into a series. Excuse me, y'all. I'm trying to see who in here. A series. Oh, there we go. This is going to be a series. Okay. Now, for the old, nasty, creepy, rich billionaires, right, who use young girls. And we talking about sex trafficking. These girls was 9, 10, 11 and up. This was horrible. This is really horrible. And I got the list, and the Epstein list has came out to all the celebrities. And when we go over this list, before I go over this list, we're gonna dig deep into Stephen Hawkins because this is baffling. We're talking about baffling from a paralyzed man who can't even move his mouth or his eyes. He can't even move nothing. We got people talking for him, right? And this proved that this ain't even Stephen Hawkins' fault. We're going to get right into this nasty, creepy stuff. These rich billionaires, these old billionaires, these creepy billionaires. And we talking about from presidents and Trump trying to deny. We're going to get into this later. But Trump trying to deny that he was on the island. Bill Clinton denied that he was on his island, right? But let's dig deep into Stephen Hawkins. Let's jump right into this, right? For those of y'all who don't even know who Stephen Hawkins is, let me play this little video from Stephen Hawkins.
An author, but there was a dark secret to it.
A physicist. Now, I don't know how the hell he was a physicist. I don't know how the hell he can know about the universe and he paralyzed.
He was once invited to Epstein Island. The island thought to be secret to the people who controlled the world. People there weren't like your usual everyday people. They had some weird rituals and did weird stuff with, you guessed, children. Stephen Hawking got into it too. He started doing those things. The polite person he once was a theoretical physicist, cosmologist, and author, but there was a dark secret to it all.
This is a physicist, and let me tell y'all something. Stephen Hawking was like discovering new things about the universe, and this was all when he was paralyzed. Now, this is how you know the government is just so corrupt and control the narrative, right? From a man who couldn't move. And this is the thing about it. He can only give hand signals. We talking about he can just move his finger and move his eyes and twitch his eyes, and they be like, oh, Stephen Hawking said this, and he said this. That's all BS. But that's beside the point right here. Because Stephen Hawking was messing with little girls on this island. He came out in the Epstein files, messing with little bitty girls, sex trafficking. And hearsay, Stephen Hawking was picking the ages of these little girls. Now let's get into that. Stephen Hawking was picking the ages, just like he was looking at the stars in the universe. We talking about a paralyzed man touching little girls. Touching little girls. And y'all already know that Stephen Hawking didn't choose these little girls or these women or these prostitutes, whatever he had. Because Epstein, let me give y'all a glimpse on Epstein Island. Epstein Island he had an island, I heard, which full of women, right, of all ages. You can pick. How many of y'all seen the Squid Game? It was just a little bit like that. And these women, they wasn't like regular women. They were rare women, right? It ain't just any old woman could just go to Epstein Island and get with a billionaire. No. These were rare women who was being bidded on and auctioned off, right? Rare women of rare bloodlines. This goes deep. This is why these billionaires are so interested. Because let me tell you something: if they could just get any old woman for $40 if they want some. See, choosing a woman from the Epstein Island is just like getting caviar or rare fish, huh? See that was the women you can choose from, the rare women, right? Like caviar. Like, how much can you go to a rich restaurant, right? You can't just get tilapia from a damn rich restaurant. You got to get something rare from a rare bloodline, something rare. This was what Epstein Island was based on, rareness, that you have to spend millions of dollars for. We ain't talking about you can go spend $100 on some cat. No, that cat, them cats Man, like the cars, like the rare cars, right? Like the old school rare cars, they bid it off in auctions. It was the same thing on Epstein Island. They was auctioning off women. And some of these women cost a lot of money. And we talking about just to give y'all an idea. We talking about Susie going for $100,000. First, we're gonna bid off $100,000 on Susie, and a woman can bid up onto over $1 million, and this is the truth. Hey, them Epstein files is deep, but let's just give y'all a little idea. But Stephen Hawkin, let's get it into Stephen Hawkin. People portrayed Stephen Hawkin, he couldn't move. Stephen Hawkin couldn't even move his lips. He couldn't even bat an eye. He couldn't even blink. How was he getting to young girls on Epstein Island? That's crazy. How was he on Epstein Island? That's proof that there's something sinister going on. The dirtiness in Hollywood. Now we're gonna get into this list. This list is so full of people that you wouldn't like, you couldn't even imagine the depth of this list. And it was a billionaires exclusive, right? So many billionaires, so many, like, we ain't talking about just regular millionaires, because these days regular millionaires is broke. If you're a millionaire, you couldn't just get on Epstein Island. You have to be in the upper hundreds of millions of dollars. You got to be bringing at least 10 million a day. We're talking about that depth, right? So how could Stephen Hawkin, a paralyzed man, get into, and what is his interest, right? R. Kelly is doing, right now, is doing 40 years, 30 years. He'd be out in 2040 something. And it's crazy that none of these people on Epstein Island is getting convicted. Well, they have evidence, clear evidence, that these billionaire freaks was buying little girls. These billionaire freaks, the old billionaire freaks. And you already know that Bill Clinton was on the list. Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky, you already know that scandal. I mean, come on, it's obvious. We talking about Trump, talking about grabbing the pussy. You already know he was an old freak. This is no coincidence. And when we talking about getting Stephen Hawking with a little girl. Now, why would you want to get Stephen Hawking with a little girl? What is his payment? See, let me tell y'all something. See, and look, And it's weird, word of mouth. I'm saying word of mouth. Because Stephen Hawking's money, he was paralyzed. He couldn't move. He had somebody to feed him. He had a feeding tube in his throat. What is his reward for the universe? Saying, doing physics. What was his reward? In word of mouth, his reward was prostitutes, little girls, pleasure, right? And let me show y'all something. Y'all think that I'm lying, but it's Stephen Hawkins on World Star with 2 women with bikinis on. He with 2 women with bikinis on. We talking about a paralyzed man. Surrounded by women on Epstein Island. It gets darker, y'all. It gets real darker. Yeah. So Stephen Hawkins was a freak too. His look, I ain't trying to be funny. I'm trying to be sensitive. I'm trying to explain this the best way I could to y'all without trying to make fun of somebody who's paralyzed. And I'm not trying to do that. But I'm trying to bring the truth to y'all. The truth. So I won't look like I'm making fun of nobody. So let's just let's get that out the air right now. So Epstein Island, right? So hold on. Let's say it like that. Let's keep it like this. Let's keep it like this. The reason some people may say they're using Stephen Hawking as a pawn, right? Let's get into that. Are they using Stephen Hawking as a pawn for the sinister people? I say no. I say Stephen Hawking had desires too. I say Stephen Hawking had desires. His part of Stephen Hawking's payment was through pussy. Part of Stephen Hawking's payment was through pussy. Through getting some head. And y'all know nobody wasn't humping on him. Somebody probably had to stand Stephen Hawkins up for him to hit it from the back. I'm telling y'all something. It's sinister. And if y'all look at that video, it's a picture on World Star Hip Hop. I don't mean to laugh. Because I don't laugh at the disabled. We take the disabled serious. Right? Well, it's claimed that Stephen Hawking was running trains on women. And possibly being with little girls. And that's sinister. I don't give a damn if you paralyzed. You wrong for fucking with little girls. I'm gonna tell you that. And if it was in Stephen Hawking's mind, he should be slapped in his goddamn face. I know Stephen Hawking did that, but Stephen Hawking should be in jail, even if in his mind. So if the Bible say, as a man thinketh, so is he. Right? The Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. So if Stephen Hawkins was getting with little girls in his mind and actually having sexual, like, look, let me tell y'all something about Stephen Hawking. Like, he could blink his eye, and let me tell y'all something. This is how they determine the words in the how did they, okay, let me look this up, y'all. Let me look this up. How Stephen Hawking's how Stephen Hawking's talk. Okay. All right. So Stephen Hawking's communicating using a speech generated device that allowed him to speak through a computer controlled by movements in his cheek muscle. Let me read this again. Stephen Hawking communicated using a speech generated device that allowed him to speak through a computer controlled by movements in his cheek muscle. Stephen Hawking used a speech-generated device, which is specialized computer system designed assistance individual with speech impairments, which device allowed him to communicate despite severe physical limitations due to I can't pronounce that word, whatever that word is, a condition that gradually paralyzed him over the years, right? Initially, Stephen Hawking used a hand clicker to select words on a screen. However, as his condition progressed and he lost the use of his hands, he switched to using infrared switch mounted on his glasses. This switch detected slight movement in his cheek, allowing him to select words by twitching his cheek muscle. What's up, Sierra? What's good? No time, long time. Sierra, what's good? The computer displayed a list of words and phrases, which the cursor highlighted the desired word. Hawking would twitch his cheek to select. His method allowed him to construct sentences by selecting words one at a time. Although it was a slow process, especially in later years when he could only select about one word per minute. One word per minute, right? So this proves that Stephen Hawking was capable of selecting little girls too. This proves Stephen Hawking was liable for his own actions, and nobody Nobody coerced him to do nothing. Stephen Hawkins was able to say, yeah, I want that 13-year-old girl by twitching his cheeks. And that's the truth. He can twitch his eye and twitch his cheeks and say, I want a 13-year-old girl. So why haven't Stephen Hawkins or the people who control Stephen Hawking and in jail right now? They should be prosecuted. And if Stephen Hawking was still alive, he should be in jail. For real. Because I don't care. I don't feel sorry for you if you paralyzed. I do not feel sorry for you if you can't move. Your ass should be in jail, locked the fuck up. You old dirty pedophile. So Stephen Hawking is an old dirty, nasty pedophile who should be locked up. And look, if you looking at little girls, I don't care if you're pedophile. You don't get no sympathy from me. Or you shouldn't get no sympathy from anybody. You just as dirty and nasty and trifling. So Stephen Hawking, you a dirty, nasty dog. If this is true, if this is true, and I ain't got no remorse for you. Because you're looking at little girls. And that is against the law of the land. So what I just read to y'all proved that Stephen Hawkins, again, was able to twitch his eye and say certain words in his cheek muscles. And the computer was able to understand. A computer was able to understand Stephen Hawkins. So they understood him saying, I want me a little 13-year-old girl. You nasty, dirty dog. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I ain't finished. I ain't done turning up yet. I ain't done turning up yet. Hold on. I ain't done turning up yet. All right. I got to get this charging real fast, y'all. So his cheek movements, he was able to move his cheeks and say whether he wanted and whoever he wanted. Yeah, dirty dog. Now I'm about to show y'all these Epstein files now. And this is the list. This is the list of The Epstein files. Now, I'm gonna show y'all. It's so many lists. It's like 1,000 people on here. Everybody that everybody on this list is implicated. Just so y'all didn't know. And then I'm gonna move down this list to show y'all. Okay. Some of these, and let me tell y'all something. All these people got money, right? I ain't gonna name some of y'all. If y'all could see this list, and y'all can see some of the names. Now, y'all see number 7, Beyonce. Huh? Don't y'all see Beyonce? Number 7, Beyonce. Beyonce, Jay-Z is been to Epstein Island. And y'all know, and y'all already know they do these celebrities got money and they do some freaky dicky stuff to spice up their sexual life. They do some freaky dicky stuff to spice up their sexual life. And Beyonce is an idol. And if it is found that Beyonce is, and we talking about Jay-Z too, and y'all already know Jay-Z had a lawsuit against a little girl, a 13-year-old girl, filed a lawsuit against Jay-Z, and this is true. Y'all seen it, and it got dismissed. You can look it up, and it's true. Everything that I'm saying is factual. So-called, coincidentally, Beyonce's name is on this Epstein files list. Right. Y'all can say, they black. They always talking about black people. That's what black people gonna say. Oh, they black. You know what I'm saying? You always black people. There's a lot of white people on this list too. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. George W. Bush. Y'all see number 16 is George W. Bush is on this list. Now, he came out criticizing damn President Clinton when he got some dome from Monica Lewinsky. He was number one, and he a freak too. He was the number one on Epstein Island. I ain't gonna waste no time. Bill Clinton, y'all already know Bill Clinton. He a goddamn freak. Bill Cosby. That shocked me too. And we already want to see a black man liberated. We want to see black men liberated. But come on now, the truth is the truth, whether or not you want to believe it or not. He ain't me. He for real. You don't want to see a black man on this list? Guess what? He on this list. And so George Clooney. You see George Clooney on this list too? George Clooney. George Clooney on this list. Y'all see all this, and I'm going down slowly, so y'all can see the everybody on here. If y'all know these names, let's go down. Bill Gates. Bill Gates. Y'all see number 32, Bill Gates? Bill Gates admitted recently to an affair right? Y'all seen the affair that Bill Gates just openly admitted to? Bill Gates had an affair that he's and let me tell y'all something. It was on Epstein Island. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all see, most of these people are old, bald head, billionaire, fat freaks who couldn't get none at first. See, they was lames. Let me tell y'all something. 85% of these people who on this list was lames, who could never get none. But I'm going to tell y'all something. To reiterate, the average they don't want the average woman, because you can go to the hood or anywhere and pay $40 to $100. No, they want the exclusive. And let me tell y'all something. These prostitutes cost millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. These escorts, they cost hundreds. They was exclusive. The billionaires, they can spend $20,000 to $30,000 on a meal, on a hamburger. I seen you see these TikToks with these rich foodies go to every rich restaurant on a steak. A steak can cost $2,000. Huh? Let's see who else on this list. Now we got Bill Gates, Rudy Giuliani. How many of y'all know Rudy Giuliani? Another old fat freak. Another nasty fat freak. Rudy Giuliani. Now, let me tell y'all something. You can have a name, but let me tell y'all something. They getting spotted. Hold on, Bill Clinton, could you buy me a freak? Yeah, I'll buy you a freak. For real. I'll buy you an expensive freak, but you owe me, nigga. For real. Let's see who else on this list, because this is if y'all look at this list, whoever can see a name on this list that they recognize, please put it in the comments. Right? And it looked like Kurt Cobain. Then George Conway. We talking about, and some of these people on the list ain't as rich. They getting spotted. Like a casino. The casino will spot you some money. They spot you some pussy. I'm telling y'all. The Epstein Island, they will spot you some pussy and you will owe them. Just like the casino will spot you money. And you hear a lot of celebrities owing millions of dollars to the casino. They owe millions of dollars to the Epstein Island, getting pussy. Right? Let's go down the list, because this list is long. These are names of people. Some of these people are billionaires. Some of these people are politics. Some of these people are in the Secret Service. And we're going to carefully do this. A lot of these people are actors. I mean, you got to get in the club, right? Another one, we got Tony Hawk. A lot of these people are athletes, well-known athletes. You see right here, that's Tony Hawk right there. Excuse me, I gotta wait for a second. I had to pour me some more orange juice. Tony Hawk, and you got a lot of NBA players, and this is the people who are, just Google a lot of these people. Google a lot of these people, and I guarantee you, they are some sort of behind the scenes millionaire, Secret Service, law enforcement, right? And another, see, number 81, we got Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is on the list, y'all. Michael Jackson is on the list. Michael Jackson is on has been invited to the Epstein Island. Whether y'all want to believe it or not. See, when you go to the mainstream, right? When you go to mainstream, when you want to get famous, when you want to bring your family out of poverty in the ghetto, you are going to do stuff not thinking about the long run, right? Y'all want to be on mic? If you guilty, you guilty. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you Barack Obama. We're gonna see if Barack Obama's name on this list. I don't care if you black. If you touching little girls, you need to go be in jail. I don't care if you're black. People defend black people regardless of what they do. If your name is on it, and it's no excuse because it's a bunch of white people on this goddamn list. It's a bunch of white people on here. So the excuse ain't black. If you in the industry, the only way you can be innocent if you're not in the industry. Huh? That's the only way you can be. I don't care who your name is. Michael Jackson, Jay-Z, like I said. Jay-Z, they got Jay-Z on here. Woody Allen. Woody Allen is on here. How many of y'all know Woody Allen? Right? They want to take down the powerful black man because he's black. What about Woody Allen? And Steny Hoyer and Florence Hunter and Dan Goldman and Melinda Gates. Melinda Gates is on here. Philip Frost. What about him? What about Mark Foley? Huh? What about Stanley Ho? Tony Hawk? Oh, 75 is Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. What about her? She's on this list. Huh? Kamala Harris is on the list. Let's go down. They want to destroy black people, but they're destroying white people too. What about Arthur Edward Roy Guinness? Arthur Edward Roy Guinness. What about Stephanie Avakian? What about Doug Band? What about William Burr? What about Ashley Biden? Huh? What about her? What about John Bolton? What about Bono? What about David Bowditch? What about Richard Branson. What about him? Richard Branson. How many of y'all know Richard Branson? Huh? The billionaire Richard Branson. Billionaire Richard Branson. Billionaire Branson. What about him? Y'all want to say black people is being exploited and being took down? But they in the industry, ain't they? Huh? If they want to take the average black person down, they'll pick Kenny from the hood. That's where you can complain. I mean, come on. That's BS. When they say you want to take down the powerful black man. Oh, they taking down powerful white men too. George Bush Jr. Oh, I thought I seen Patrick Mahomes. That's Patrick Brain. Okay. Oh, you gonna see Jay Clayton, Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton. See, let me tell y'all something. This ain't for black people. This ain't taking down. They taking down everybody. This is everybody is being indicated. So stop with that black stuff. Robert De Niro Jr. Robert De Niro. Princess Diana. We talking about the Princess Diana. Mick Jagger. I mean, this list is long. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Oh my gosh. A 146, Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama is on this list, being in the Epstein Island, on Epstein Islands with little girls. This is crazy, y'all. What if all these people got convicted? The government will be shut down. Nobody will be in Congress. All law enforcement and all celebrities, TV will just go blank. We'll be back in the cave days again. There will be no more TV. There will be no more production. Look at all these names. Look at all these important names. Oh, the millionaire and billionaires who invented the internet and control the electricity that you're looking at. We are all talking about that has something to do with touching little girls. This is crazy. Nancy Pelosi. I mean, come on now, y'all. Elvis Presley. Y'all see Elvis? I knew Elvis Presley was screwed up. He did. He had an overdose. You already knew he was a nasty freak. Oh, look at all these disgusting freaks. Old, nasty ass, dirty freaks. And most of them, is this a coincidence? Mitt Romney. I mean, come on, man. Most of these people are nasty old freaks who like young. See, the older you get, the more tricked off you get. The richer. We talking about rich people. Rich people like younger. Rich like young. And they can buy any young woman that they want. Young little boys. We ain't talking about little girls, just little girls. We talking about little boys too. And they gay too. They ain't just buying little girls, they buying little boys too. Most of these ninjas is homosexual. They some homosexuals. They like little boys too. And let me tell you something. They was buying little boys probably more than they was buying little girls. And we talking about the lesbianism that was going on, right? We talking about Nancy Pelosi buying little girls too. They're lesbians. And it's the same as the pedophiles buying the little boys too. The grown women buying pussy too. Just to say that. And it's disgusting. And it's the thing about it, they like young. We talking about young. Very young. Tom Reynolds, Mitt Romney. Did I say Mitt Romney? We're going to go down a list. Man, this computer got so many people on this list. Let me see. And some of these people, if y'all can look it up, they are in Secret Service, they are in law enforcement, and they are security, being invited to these parties. And they are being funded. They are being funded by the rich. And owing. They gotta owe. Because these that shit is expensive. Very expensive. Kevin Spacey. Y'all see Kevin Spacey? It's your favorite actors that y'all see on TV all the time that y'all watching y'all favorite movies. Kenneth Starr. Hank Johnson. John Cusack. John Kyle. Jeremy Leffery. Monica Lewinsky is even in it. It's on the F. That ain't gonna surprise because she was doing stuff on F. They was paying for Monica Lewinsky was a high-paying prostitute on the African islands. Right? They want some of that Bill Clinton head. They was paying. I'm talking about millions of dollars to get that Bill Clinton head from Monica Lewinsky. They was paying millions of dollars for Monica Lewinsky. Monica Lewinsky was getting auctioned off. She sucked Bill Clinton's dick, and that made her mouth worth millions. And that's the honest to God truth. Y'all think that I'm lying? Y'all think that I'm trying to be funny? When she sucked Bill Clinton's dick, she had to she demand millions from getting the same head. Some of these hoes on OnlyFans be selling their bath water for hundreds of thousands of dollars. You get head from the same mouth that Bill Clinton has got. This is with the billionaires. We talking about billionaires paying. We talking about hundreds of thousands we talking about to millions of dollars to get head from Monica Lewinsky because she sucked off Bill Clinton. And that's the truth. And that's why she came out with it. She exposed Bill Clinton because she already knew her mouth was going to be worth millions of dollars from billionaires standing in line, be like, yeah, I got that Bill Clinton head. And this is the truth. This ain't no fun and games and meant to be funny. This is the freaking truth. They wanted Bill Clinton's head. They wanted Monica Lewinsky to suck their dick. And we had billionaires standing in line to get some presidential head. And that's the truth. It's like a autograph from Michael Jordan, right? If you got a Michael Jordan jersey, a signed autograph for Michael Jordan, then guess what? That jersey is going to be worth a lot of money. We got pictures from Picasso, a Leonardo, right? A sign. Guess what? They go in the auction and it's worth a lot of money, right? We have we talking about a beat up hoopty owned by Michael Jordan. Let's say that. Michael Jordan's first beat up hoopty. I don't care if it need a engine or what. I don't care what kind of, it could be a Subaru or a Ford. And it's owned by Michael Jordan. Guess what? It could be auctioned off because what? It was owned by Michael Jordan. And it can sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars. That was the same thing with Monica Lewinsky's head. So this was the things that was going on. I'm just giving y'all a rough draft that was going on Epstein's Island. He was taking the rare people, right, and auctioning them off. And making millions from it. You see, 188, John McCain. I mean, come on now. John McCain was on Epstein Island. Let's go down the list. Mike Pence J.B. Pritzker. I mean, come on now. Yeah. Y'all can look this up yourself. Let's see who. Who else y'all can see? Y'all can see the list while I'm going down. All right. I'm trying to see if I see some familiar names that y'all can recognize. It's so many. We on number 231, 230. And we ain't even halfway done yet. Rosie O'Donnell. Oh, number 246, Barack Obama. Barack Obama is on this list. And some people can't imagine that Obama could be freaky. Him and Michelle could buy pussy. They just can't imagine that Barack could do something like that because they don't have an open mind, right? Or you can be deceived by anybody. Mm. They don't have the open mind that you can sell your soul. Mm. That anybody can sell in a higher power. Right? You can't imagine. You think Barack Obama is perfect because he's the first black president. This is what they want you to think. This is what they want you to think. How could a racist country like America elect a black president? I always thought it could be to fool other countries. It was a gimmick. But no, black people say, "Oh, cause you black." Well, you can see all these other white names on this list. All these other white presidents is on these list on the same list. So this is not against black people. Mm. It ain't fooled me. Let's see who else. As I'm going down, you could Google some of these names. And you can see where they're from. Right? And who are they? You can Google anybody from here. And you can see that most of these people are somebody. Bruce Springsteen, Bruce Springsteen, Robert Shapiro, Ben Shapiro. We got lawyers on here. We talking about top dog lawyers. Oh, we got Ivanka Trump. So if they tearing down black people, Why is all these white people name on this list? We talking about important people. Why is all these white people name on the list? Let me tell y'all something. The amount of black people who's on this list, maybe like 1%. Out of all black people, Melania Trump on here. We talking about the Trumps. Who's on this list, maybe 1% of black people. You see Donald Trump right there. Chris Tucker. Y'all see Chris Tucker? Chris Tucker is on this list. And that's out of 300. We can only name maybe about how many of the known black people? Maybe about 10 to 20 on this list. So why is this list is being brought forward? Why? Is it to expose? Could they do anything about this list? I mean, I don't know. It's crazy, but these all the people. Mark Zuckerberg. Y'all see Mark Zuckerberg? The ninja who invented Facebook. Y'all see Mark Zuckerberg on here? How can I look past him? All is on Epstein Island. And you know Mark Zuckerberg is a lame. He can't make a pass at a woman if he wanted to in a bar or anywhere. Of course, he gonna pay for some PUSSY. Most of these dudes on here is lames who never got none. They were rich billionaires. I mean, I thought Mark Zuckerberg was a virgin. Who's that? Les West? What? I think I recognize him. I'm trying to recognize anybody else who's on this list. A lot of these people who on this, Damian Williams. Oh, how could I? I mean, y'all gotta rethink how when all these allegations come out, y'all gotta think how y'all think of black men being attacked. Y'all gotta rethink that. Because let me tell y'all something. The black men who was attacked by their own. That's how it usually go. That's how it usually go in the hood. How did R. Kelly get convicted? R. Kelly didn't get convicted by a bunch of white girls. He got convicted by a bunch of black girls. Didn't he? Surviving R. Kelly was full of who? Surviving R. Kelly was full of black women. Wasn't it? So y'all got to think twice about the white man coming against the black man. Right? Y'all got to think about who did P. Diddy get convicted by? Huh? Ain't a bunch of white women came out against P. Diddy? And a bunch of black women came against P. Diddy. Huh? So the downfall of R. Kelly and the downfall of P. Diddy wasn't with white women or white people. It was with black women and black people. So don't give me this BS that the white man destroyed Diddy and the top black people. Because when Jay-Z, that's who came out against it. It was a black woman. It wasn't no white woman. R. Kelly, it was a black woman. It was black women. It wasn't white women. P. Diddy, it was black women. It wasn't white women. See? Y'all are stupid, man. It's y'all own people. So you can't blame the white man. You cannot blame the white man. You got to blame yourself. So let's get that clear. And the only people you might can say with Michael Jackson, the little white boys came against him or whatever. But with Michael Jackson got see, when white people came against Michael Jackson, he didn't get convicted. You see? Don't you see the difference? He did not get convicted when white people came against him. And he was a pop, he the king of pop. Hey baby mama. Hey mama. Hey my mama. You want some ice cream? What you doing up, my mama? She wants some milk. So all crime against black people is most of it is black on black crime, nigga. So you see black people killing black people in the hood. Who you ain't seen white people coming to the Ku Klux Klan shooting up niggas in the hood. You ain't see the Ku Klux Klan coming in the hood talking about turning the head straight. You ain't see the Ku Klux Klan with a hoodie on behind you at the gas station. You see a nigga underneath that hoodie. So the hoodies we worried about ain't the white man ain't under that hoodie. It's a nigga under that hoodie. So all crimes, most of crimes committed against black people is with who? Black people. Huh? Who took down the leaders of the king of R&B? Who took them down? Black women, right? Who took them down? The white man ain't take them down. Huh? Did y'all hear me on that? Is it the truth, though? Is it the truth? Hmm? So don't give me y'all see this Epstein file coming out. No, y'all cannot blame the white man for all this shit. Because let me tell y'all, in this Epstein files, the white man is telling on himself. And he got Bill Clinton, he got George Bush, he got all these white names. There's over 300, and I only read part about 10 black names of it. Over 300 people in the Epstein file. I only remember about 10 black names. I don't even know all the rest of these people. They might be black, but I don't know. I see names like Ben and Daniel. Carl might be a black man. You know what I'm saying? That might be a black man. Jeffrey and Thomas. Thomas might be a black man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Pritzker. I see his last name is Pritzker. He ain't black. Larry Nassar. No, Rosie O'Donnell. I mean, come on now. All these names, Leonardo, all these, I could tell by the last name these ninjas ain't black. Out of all these names, you could tell that no matter what color they is, all these on Epstein Island was a market for prostitution. And you could get any age. And that was the deal That was the deal. It was any age. And it was for lame, fat, nasty ass billionaires who can buy anything they want. And for freaky ass, I would say, what do you call them people who like to share couples? Them. Let's just call them. For real. They like swankers. I like that. Let's say that. People like undesirable people who could just use their money. It was for them. I'm a billionaire. I can buy anything I want. It was for them. You don't see no player's name on this list. Ain't not one. If they is, they couples. Like you see Barack and Michelle Obama, you know what I'm saying? They was on this list. Who else? I don't see nobody who was really desired. Like for instance, like a Michael B. Jordan on this list. Them niggas ain't even gotta do that shit. You see old Bill Cosby, and we talking about old politicians. Just old ass niggas. Bill Gates. Y'all seen a recent affair with Bill Gates he had on his wife? Disgusting, nasty, child molesting. Kurt Cobain. We talking about rock and roll. These nasty ass rock and roll dudes. And Mark Foley, Philip Frost. Damn, Melinda Gates was on here. Jesus Christ. Kamala Harris on here. On Jeffrey's Epstein Island, seeing all this. You know, you on Epstein Island, you seeing all that. Doug Band, William Burr. Ashley Biden. I mean, come on now. And bring us back to Stephen Hawking. Why did Stephen Hawking? Why? Why Stephen Hawking? It was sinister from Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking I say he was playing a role. I can't. He was paralyzed, but he was playing a role. Stephen Hawking, that I read to y'all, that Stephen Hawking was able to communicate with his eyes and his cheeks, and he was able to develop sentences. Like they hooked the device to his brain. And he was able to say what he wanted through these communications in the devices in his brain, despite him being paralyzed, despite him being in a wheelchair. And if this same dude was the universe, he was discovering stars from, we talking about millions of light years away. How could you discover clusters in a galaxy that's lit millions of light years away and you paralyzed? No. Yeah. If you can do that, you can distinguish, you can communicate whether you want a 13-year-old girl or not. He was an old nasty freak that could communicate whether he wanted what he wanted. So no, Stephen Hawking do not get the pass. Stephen Hawking wanted and knowingly can communicate. If y'all didn't, let me tell y'all. If y'all was confused, Stephen Hawking could communicate what he wanted, and he should be as guilty. And if he was alive, I would wheel his motherfucking ass out that wheelchair and put his motherfucking ass in. I don't care if he paralyzed. Put him in handcuffs and put him with the dirtiest sex offenders in the world. Paralyzed. And he should be getting his ass beat too. That's all I got.